Hey guys, this is HK with Tech Wrapped, and this video is all about the official Android Pie release for OnePlus 6. So this is not an open beta or developer preview release, it's a stable release that's being pushed to all users via over the air. As this is a staged rollout, only specific users will get the update notification, and subsequently every user will be getting the OTA update in the next few days. So you can either wait for the OTA update, or if you want to upgrade to the official stable Pie release right now, then you need to use the local upgrade option. For this, first download the full Pie ROM from the link in the video description, transfer it to your phone, then go to settings, system updates from system, hit the gear icon, local upgrade, select the ROM you just transferred and hit install now. As this is an official release, it works fine with locked bootloader phones and you will not have any problem with getting the future stable OTA releases. Let's have a look at the official changelog now. The system has been updated to Android 9.0 Pie. There is a brand new UI, new adaptive battery support, new Pie gesture navigation, updated security patch to September, new do not disturb mode, new gaming mode, and the support for accent color customization. It's a full ROM, so the installation takes some time. So I've done the reboot thing and we are back to the OS again. About the OS version, it just says Pie, no version number like 5.1.12, and the security patch level is of September 5 and the build date is September 15. Now let's talk about what changed from 5.1.11 Oreo to Pie. The launcher now has been upgraded from version 2.5.1 to 3.0.0. Although the features are same, the OnePlus shelf on the left side of the home screen has got a new UI now. Next, about the quick toggles and the notification panel, they also have a new UI with circular quick toggles just like stock Android Pie. Next, the volume slider position has been changed from top to the left side, and unlike before, now you can only adjust the media volume by default. Additionally, you can select the media output here itself, so you can switch between Bluetooth and speaker without switching off the Bluetooth. Also, you can directly go to the sound settings within the volume slider itself. This option was actually missing in first Open Beta release, so this stable version should be based on either Open Beta 2 or Open Beta 3. About the sound, there is a new do not disturb mode. Here you can customize how the notification appear when the DND mode is on. You can set it to no visuals or no sound from notifications, or you can set it to just no sound. Also, you can add custom restrictions like do not turn on screen and do not wake for notifications when the screen is off, hide the notification dots, don't pop notifications, hide the notification list when the screen is on. Next, you can add exceptions to calls, messages, events and reminders, like allowing calls for certain starred contacts or repeated callers. You can also schedule DND mode here on when to turn on and when to turn off. This is the new clutter-free settings panel with the search bar at the top. The status bar customizations are now moved from settings panel to the display tab, and about the display, the default theme name has been changed to colorful, and now you can customize the accent colors. This is the buttons and gestures tab. The option to map the assistant to the power button is missing here, so I think this release is based on Open Beta 2 with some additional fixes. Under navigation bar and gestures tab, now the hide the navigation bar option is now replaced with swipe up on home button gesture, just like stock Android Pie. You can swipe up from the bottom center edge of the home screen to go to recents menu, hit on the pill to go to home. The pill or the home button can be used as a slider to switch between the recent apps. About the recents, now you have a new horizontal recents menu. You can swipe left or right to access the open tabs, swipe up to close them, and swipe down to open them. And when you hit the three dot menu on any tab, you can access additional options like locking that tab, enabling split screen mode, and go to the app info page. This is the battery tab with a new design, and with Pie now you can set the battery saver mode to automatically turn on at any percentage from 5 to 70. Also, now you have an adaptive battery mode to extend the battery life, and what it does is it learns your usage pattern and limits the battery usage for infrequently used apps. The utilities tab now contain options like gaming mode, parallel apps, app locker, schedule power on and off, pocket mode and OnePlus switch. About the gaming mode, it is the latest version 3.0 and now you can set how to show notifications like heads up, text only, or you can completely block them, and you can enable or disable notifications for third-party calls. And about the OnePlus Switch, it is not the latest version and it cannot back up stuff like launcher settings and application data like the one we have seen on OpenBeta 3. This is the power menu with a white UI respective of the theme. You can switch off, restart, take a screenshot and enable emergency mode, but the advanced reboot option is missing here. These are the system changes. Talking about the apps, this is the phone app new UI for the dialer and contacts page. This is the single page weather app, and this is the new design for the clock app. So this is a stable ROM as the name suggests. Battery life is good. I unplugged the phone from charging at around 4 AM and in about 13 hours of use, the battery dropped from 100% to 21% with 4 hours 24 minutes of screen on time, and my usage includes few minutes of calls, Quora and a lot of gaming with PUBG. Like I said, I've made a lot of calls using phone mic and speaker and also Bluetooth, and there were no problems. The gaming experience is good too, no lags or crashes. You might see the on-screen navigation bar sometimes when you open the PUBG game. Just swipe down once from the top to minimize the navigation bar. The swipe up gesture worked fine with the third-party launchers, no issues with the slider too. Face unlock is fine, no issues with that, and it works 10 out of 10 times in daylighting conditions. The fingerprint sensor was slightly slower initially, and if you have a custom wallpaper set on your phone, try changing it to the default OnePlus wallpaper and see if it improves the FP sensor performance. I did change to stock wallpaper and reverted back to the custom wallpaper again, and I feel the FP sensor unlocks slightly faster now. So that's it about the official Stable Pi release for OnePlus 6. Do like and subscribe if you find this video helpful. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.